Movie camera. Before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this story if you believe in destiny's mysterious ways, because today's story will touch your heart in a way you'll never forget. It was just another rainy morning in New York City. The subway echoed with the sound of hurried footsteps, tired sighs, and distant announcements. Among the crowd was Ethan Carter, a 34-year-old single dad, holding a small pink backpack in one hand and a half-eaten sandwich in the other. His 6-year-old daughter, Lily, skipped beside him, bright-eyed, wearing a raincoat too big for her tiny frame. Ethan had no idea that today, his life would change forever. They boarded the subway, a routine Ethan knew too well. A construction worker turned delivery driver, his life revolved around early mornings, late nights, and making sure Lily never felt the absence of her mother, who had passed away 3 years ago. His world was small but full of love. As the subway rattled through the tunnel, a sudden cry broke through the noise. A young woman, elegant but pale, her expensive beige coat soaked with rain, stumbled into the car, clutching her belly. Her face twisted in pain. Ethan's instincts kicked in immediately. "Hey! Are you okay?" he asked, dropping his backpack. The woman tried to speak but winced, gripping a pole for balance. "My baby, it's coming," she gasped. The entire car went silent. Panic spread like wildfire. Someone shouted for help, another tried calling 911, but they were deep underground, no signal, no reception. Ethan's heart pounded. He looked around, no doctors, no nurses, just frightened commuters. And then he saw Lily, her tiny face full of worry. He knew he couldn't just stand there. "Okay, ma'am, listen to me," he said, his voice steady. "My sister's a nurse, I've seen this before. You're gonna be okay." The woman, barely able to breathe, nodded. Sweat glistened on her forehead. Ethan knelt beside her, laying his jacket on the floor. He instructed a passenger to boil water using a portable coffee flask, another to grab clean towels. Minutes passed like hours. The subway stopped midway due to a technical fault, they were trapped. And in that dimly lit underground car, Ethan delivered a baby. The sound of the newborn's first cry filled the tunnel, echoing through the silence. The woman, exhausted but alive, burst into tears, whispering, thank you so much." Ethan smiled, holding the tiny baby wrapped in his jacket. "You did it," he said softly. When they finally reached the next station, paramedics rushed in, taking the woman and the baby away. Before she was lifted onto the stretcher, she grabbed Ethan's hand. "Please, what's your name?" "Ethan Carter," he replied. She smiled weakly. "I won't forget that." Ethan didn't think much of it. To him, it was just a moment, a life saved, a story to tell Lily someday. But what he didn't know was that the woman he helped wasn't just anyone, she was the wife of one of New York's most powerful CEOs, Daniel Whitmore. 3 days later, Ethan returned to his delivery route. Bills still needed paying, and single fatherhood didn't pause for miracles. He had just dropped off a package at a luxury office tower when the receptionist stopped him. "Excuse me, are you Ethan Carter?" He froze. "Yeah." "Why?" "Mr. Whitmore wants to see you." Ethan followed her to the top floor, an office that looked more like a palace than a workplace. Behind the glass desk stood Daniel Whitmore, tall, sharp-featured, dressed in an immaculate navy suit. "Mr. Carter," Daniel said, extending his hand. "You delivered my son." Ethan blinked. "Your son?" Daniel smiled, eyes softening. "My wife, Olivia, told me everything. You saved both their lives." Before Ethan could respond, the door opened, and there she was. Olivia, the woman from the subway, now radiant, holding her newborn in her arms. "I told you I'd find you," she said with a gentle smile. Ethan's throat tightened. He looked at the baby, then at her. "How are you both doing?" Because of you, we're perfect, she said. You didn't just deliver a baby. You gave us hope. Daniel stepped forward. Ethan, I want to offer you a position at Whitmore Logistics, Senior Supervisor. I read your background, your skills, it's time someone recognized your worth. Ethan was speechless. He glanced at Lily's photo on his phone, her smile reminding him why he worked so hard. Sir, I don't know what to say. Say yes, Olivia whispered. He did. Weeks later, Ethan sat in his new office, watching Lily draw pictures on the corner desk. Life had taken a turn he never expected. That day on the subway had started with rain and fear, but ended in gratitude and destiny. Sometimes, helping a stranger opens a door you never knew existed. And as the city skyline glowed outside the window, Ethan whispered to his daughter, "See, Lily? Miracles don't always look like angels. Sometimes, they look like people just trying to do the right thing." Lily giggled. "Like you, Daddy." He smiled. "No, sweetheart, like us." Clapperboard, if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Because sometimes, one act of kindness can change not just one life, but two. Red Heart.